Thank you to the wonderful Dance Theater of Thailand. Well, for the second year in a row, I'm happy to have as my partner up here in the anchor booth, our special commentator tonight, Miss Universe 1989, Holland's Angela Visser. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Lisa. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad we're doing this again.
Well, I am too, because I think we have all the fun up here.
Oh, we do, definitely.
It's a good group of girls this year, so let's get right down to it. Put you on the line from the start. You've spent the last few weeks really getting to know them.
I did.
Who impresses you so far as front runners?
Well, I can hardly choose. I have like 20 favorites. They're so good this year.
Can't have 20 faves.
I know. I have to go, of course, with my sentimental favorite, Miss Netherlands, coming from that country
naturally.
myself. I know. Miss Thailand is just absolutely beautiful. Miss Venezuela, Miss India, Miss Iceland. I mean, the list goes on.
Well, let me play nationalistic now. What about Miss USA?
She usually always makes the semifinals, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be up there. She's strong.
You know, that's true. In fact, Danny Sheridan, who's the odds maker for USA Today, picked Miss USA and Miss Venezuela as the favorites. We should probably tell our audience that neither the contestants nor the judges can hear what Angela and I are saying here in the anchor booth.
No, because that way it won't influence the scoring or make the contestants nervous.
Well, you probably noticed already this is a tall group of girls. There are at least 3 6-footers up there.
I know, and they're so gorgeous, aren't they?
They certainly are. We want to remind you that the scores you saw from the preliminaries are now eliminated. Those 10 semifinalists start from 0 for the continuing competition. And this is an important point because at the Miss USA pageant this year, Shannon Marketic made the semifinals with one of the lower scores in the group, but then she really came on strong. She, of course, won the crown. These girls are very competitive. Anything can happen.
And our television audience will see every bit of the competition as it happens live here in Bangkok.
All right, Angela, swimsuits are coming up next. Any favorites?
Well, Lisa, ever since Miss Belgium arrived, the photographers have been going crazy about her. Her legs are just as tall as I am.
I know. If traffic wasn't always stopped here in Bangkok, she could definitely do it.
Definitely. And of course, this is also about fitness, so we should really watch Miss India. She works out about 2.5 hours a day.
Get over it. Oh, sure. We all do that.
In my dreams.
Right. All right. We're going to show you some of the beauty of Thailand as well as the swimsuit competition right after this.
Thank you, Angela, very much. The Kingdom of Thailand is famous for its beautiful flowers, and Miss Universe pageant is famous for beautiful women. It's a perfect combination for our first event of the semifinals, the swimsuit competition. Now, as our contestants model swimsuits from Catalina and shoes from Federico Leone, we've asked each young woman to tell us a little bit more about herself, and we'll begin with Miss Australia.
I just love to spend time at home with my family, and there's about 10 little children that live in my street, and they come down every weekend and ask me if I'd like to come out and play. So I pile all the kids in my little VW and we go off down to the beach for a rollerblade, and it's just so much fun, and that's how I keep my sanity.
Miss Sweden.
I probably describe myself as a very independent woman with strong will. I follow my own instincts, and most of all, I think I stand with my both feet on the ground.
Miss India.
Health and fitness is very important to me because my father has been an athlete and he raised me to be an athlete, and so for last 5 years I've been working out regularly, and I'm not on a strict diet, but I do keep watch on what I eat.
Miss Netherlands.
The biggest change in the last couple of years is that I have become more conscious and grateful of the things that I have. And I think I have a good life, and I appreciate that very much.
Miss New Zealand.
I'd have to describe New Zealanders as a very independent people. We get involved in a lot of the world's activities. For example, at the moment we're up there with the America's Cup Challenge, doing very well. And we're a big contributor to the Greenpeace organisation. We are very caring people.
Miss USA.
When I look back over my life, I think the things that will really stand out most to me are the relationships that I have with people. Because it's one thing that I've learned, it's not how many zeros are on the end of your paycheck or how many things you can acquire, but just the relationships that you have with people. And I think when it's all said and done, that's all that really matters.
Miss Colombia.
I think I'm a combination of both my parents, because I think like my father, I try to analyze things like him, but I also try to put the heart into stuff like my mother.
Miss Namibia.
I definitely want a family. I want to have my own clinic, holistic clinic, where I can practice massage, as well as maybe give people a little bit more insight into healthy living and a healthy mind with a healthy body.
Miss Venezuela.
I've been a Girl Scout since I was 6 years old. So I had the opportunity to go to camps and have a close contact with nature. I love nature, and I understand the importance of protecting our earth.
Miss Belgium.
Sometimes I just have to do something different. Like the time I did bungee jumping from a bridge in Austria. Once I went parasailing in Cancun. I don't know why I did it, but I just wanted to, and I'm very glad I did it.
Thank you, ladies. That completes the Catalina swimsuit competition for Miss Universe 1992. We're back live in Bangkok, where I have the pleasure of talking with 10 beautiful ladies, and as I do, you and our judges will get to know them a little bit better. Now remember, these interviews are spontaneous, they are unrehearsed. The contestants are being judged on poise, intelligence, personality, and the content of their responses. And we'll begin with Miss Australia, Georgina Dennehy, who's 20 years of age. She's a professional model who enjoys rollerblading, swimming, and cycling. This isn't your first trip to Thailand. Were you here on work before or pleasure?
Yes, it's actually my third trip. I came about 3 years ago to do some work with an Australian fashion catalogue. And then I came back last year for a holiday and I ended up modelling again.
You obviously like the culture here. What charms you about Thailand?
It's definitely the people, the Thai people. They're always smiling, always very happy. And also their natures. They're very artistic people too. It's very lovely to see.
Are you heavy into Thai food?
I love spicy food, yes.
You don't look like the type of person that likes spicy food. Did you learn any of the language?
I learnt a little bit.
Could you give me a sample? Our Thai friends will probably laugh at both of us, but try.
I'll try, okay. Kopkumaka, Thailand.
And what does that mean? Ah! They understood. What did you say?
I just said thank you very much, Thailand.
Thank you so much. Miss Australia, if you'd step over here for the judges, please. This is Miss Australia. Next is Miss Sweden, Monica Broda. She is a 19-year-old amateur photographer from Stockholm who enjoys the outdoors, planning a trip around the world. That sounds kind of exciting. How long will you be gone?
I will be gone about 1 year, and I want to start in Australia.
Will you travel alone?
No, with a very good friend.
Where will you go eventually?
I plan to go first to Australia, then I think I finish my trip to USA.
Sounds like a long time. Obviously, you like to travel. Why?
I think it's experience for me, and I see very new things in the world, and I think it's very important for every person, because you have to see the poor, you have to see the rich, you have to see everything, because it's not only you in this world. So I think it's a good idea to go out and travel.
Very good learning experience. Will you come back and visit Thailand?
Of course.
Thank you so very much. It's nice to have you with us. Miss Sweden, if you'd step over here for the judges. This is Miss India, Madhu Sapri, who's 20 years of age, a model, recent college graduate, junior national gold medalist in track and field. You're a very serious athlete. Who's your coach?
My father.
Is he difficult?
Not really. He's been very, at least like a friend. I fight with him, but we are back together again. But when he has to be strict, he's very strict.
You say you fight with him. What do you fight about with your father, coach?
Most of the time, many times I go late night out for parties, and in the morning I can't get up for jogging, so he'll come and put water on me or, you know, pinch me or something, so that time we fight.
Is he here in the audience?
Yes, he's sitting right there.
I don't know if we can get a camera to him, but he's saying, oh, she throws water. All right. An alarm clock might have been easier. You're obviously well-trained. What sort of a person are you now with all of this heavy-duty training?
I can say that I have learned a lot after coming here, and I know how to take care physically, how to be fit, but after coming here, I know how to behave and how much I have to improve upon more. So I think I'm not perfect, but a little bit okay.
I think you're a little bit okay. Thank you. Please, if you will, step over here. This is Miss India. Now let's say hello to Miss Netherlands. This is Vivian Janssen, who's 19 years of age. She's a European studies student, speaks 4 languages, luckily for me, one of which is English. What are European studies?
It means that if you finish this school, you're a European specialist, because there are no European specialists yet, and it's coming nearer and nearer. So if you are a European specialist, you can probably get a very good job.
What will you do when you finished your studies?
I would like to work in France, in Paris, because it's a really romantic city, and I like the people a lot. I like the French culture, so I would like to begin an advertisement agency.
Right, now that's the serious side about you. Let me find out a bit about your hobbies. You told me you're going to learn to ride motorcycles?
Yes.
Why?
It's not very ladylike. Huh? Yes, I'm busy with my driving license. And when
Wait a minute, for automobiles?
Yeah.
Do you know how to drive a car?
Yes, I do. But in Holland, you need also a license to drive a motorcycle.
May I suggest learn the car first?
I have already learned to drive the car. Don't worry.
Much good luck. Let me know when you're on the road. Miss Netherlands, if you will, step over here, please. Next is Miss New Zealand, Lisa de Montauk. She's 21 years of age. She enjoys bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, parasailing. You are a thrill seeker.
I am a thrill seeker.
Let me turn you just this way slightly, if I may. We'll get a better look at you. Why do you like dangerous things?
Because I think life is short enough as it is. Why worry about what's around the next corner? Just take a dive and do it. Have some fun.
Does your family worry about you?
My mother, she refuses to come along and watch these events, so...
Someone told me during the course of the week you were raised next to a cliff? Or did you live near a...
No, I did the bungee jump off a 150-foot cliff. It's a ramp that went off the cliff, and I just fell off it.
You had no hesitation about doing this?
You can't. If you hesitate, you won't do it.
I know. I wouldn't do it to begin with. When you return home, you're going to go into music of some sort?
I love the whole aspect of the entertainment business. I'd like to get into TV as well as sing a little bit, as I do already. So, yeah, the whole package deal.
You're going to form a band?
I'd like to, yes.
Men and women?
A female band.
All females? Yeah. Much good luck.
Thank
you so much. This is Miss New Zealand. If you'd step over here. Thank you very much. That completes our first interviews.
I'm very impressed.
What about that Miss New Zealand, huh?
She's got that go for it attitude, doesn't she? All right, coming up next, who do you think?
Well, Miss Venezuela, I just know for sure. She's so cool and collected. She will do great. And Miss Colombia, you have to watch for. She's very fast on her feet. She speaks fluently English because she's lived in the United States for 8 years.
These girls, it's hard to rattle them. Miss USA is in the next group of 5 coming up.
I'm so impressed by Shan. I mean, she's so bright. She's well-spoken, a published writer. I'm actually going to look for her parents in the audience when we come back and have a little chat with them. See how they're holding up.
I love the shots of the parents. There's such hopefulness there. All right, back with the rest of the interviews in just a moment, right after this word from CoverGirl.
Right here in the middle of this wonderful audience with the parents of Shannon Marketic, Miss USA. Well, Shannon is going to come up in the interview. How do you think she'll do?
Well, those are 10 beautiful young women, but one of Shannon's strongest assets is when you give a microphone to her, because then that inner beauty really begins to shine out. So I think she'll do quite well.
Oh, she's such a great talker. And what is it like to see your daughter up there?
It's great. She's very natural on stage, and it's just fun to see her participating with the other women.
So you're a proud daddy, huh? Little butterflies, I guess, huh?
I think so.
Well, Lisa, I think all parents must be so nervous at this moment.
I'm sure all the parents are very anxious about right now. Love his hat. Isn't that great? All right, if Miss USA is going to finish well in the interviews, here's who she has to beat. Let's check the scores for you in the last group of 5. Miss India is the one to go for here. They were all charming. Miss New Zealand's in second place, as you can see. Those are the scores for the first 5 interviews. Right now, we want to go back to the stage and see if Miss USA can do it.
All right, let's continue now with our interviews and meet the remaining 5 semifinalists. This is Miss USA, Shannon Marketic, who's 21 years of age, a scholarship student, and written a couple of books, planned to attend law school. That's a pretty interesting background. You were raised on a ranch, though.
Yes, sir, I was.
Where?
In Wickenburg, Arizona.
Cattle ranch?
Cattle ranch, 8,000.
Did you help with the chores?
Well, I helped round up cattle, yes.
Are you a good horsewoman? I mean, would you like to live on a ranch or a farm the rest of your life?
The rest of my life, that's kind of pushing it, but I'd like to have a place in the country so that I can have my kids appreciate the value of raising animals and caring with them.
Now, you're going to study law. If you graduate and get your degree, what would you do?
Well, I'd like to be a child defense attorney and defend abused children in Los Angeles and work for the state and do that. I think I'd be most efficient that way.
What do you think is the biggest problem young people face, specifically in the United States or around the world?
A lot of kids don't have the support of a strong family, and I think that that's something that leads to substance abuse and further disorders like that. So I think that's at the root of most of our problems in America.
And probably around the world. Good luck to you. Thank you very much. If you'd step over there for the judges, Miss USA. Next is Miss Colombia, Paula Turbay Gomez. And Paula, I promised you I would pronounce your name correctly. It's Turbay.
Turbay.
Turbay. Well, I had it right the first time. Shouldn't have tried.
In English, in Spanish, it's Turbay.
All right. You'll see. You're a third-year university student majoring in psychology. Do you want your translator or are you comfortable?
No, right now I'm comfortable.
You'll come if we need you. All right. You're majoring in psychology. What do you hope to do with your career?
Well, my mother and I have a school for children with learning disabilities, so I decided to study psychology so I could continue with my mother's work.
Your mother has the school. Your father has a PhD. One of your uncles was a government official. With all of your family's accomplishments, does this worry you or inspire you?
It inspires me because, well, people in my family have tried to do their best. They've worked a lot. So that inspires me to do my best and to kind of be the head of my family, be somebody important, and make them feel proud of me.
What will be the first thing you will do when you go home to Colombia?
I guess the first thing I will do is tell my Colombian people how proud I am to be in the top 10 and representing my beautiful country, Colombia.
Thank you very much. Miss Colombia, if you'd step over here for the judges. Next is Miss Namibia, Michelle McLean, who's 19 years of age, an international model. Namibia is in Africa, of course. What's it like growing up there? How many people are there?
There's 1.4 million people in a country that Switzerland could fit into 20 times, so it's quite a large space.
What do you like most about living there?
The cleanliness, unpolluted countryside, and plenty of space. We have so much beautiful countryside that we can travel around in. Not many towns. In fact, only one capital city and about 17 towns.
Is it unusual for you to come to a place like Thailand where there are millions of people so close together?
Yes, it is. It's very different for me.
When you were 14 years of age, you went off, let us see what it says here, to Madrid to model. Were you worried about that?
Yes, at first I was, but I think after a while you get quite used to being around a lot of people. And you get acquainted with the bustle of everyday life and the chaotic streets and shops.
You look like you can take very good care of yourself. Please, if you will, step over here for the judges. This is Miss Namibia. Next is Miss Venezuela, Carolina Isaac. And Carolina, would you like your interpreter? No? All right today? All right. She's a university student studying to be an environmental architect. What is an environmental architect?
Well, an environmental architect is an architect that creates spaces, pleasant spaces for humans, but spaces in which you integrate nature inside. You feel nature, you feel maybe the rain, or why not the flowers, the colors of the flowers inside in the sun of your house.
Do you have to be artistic to do this?
Of course.
What other things do you do to help the environment other than study and work on it?
Well, I've been working with environmental groups in my country, and when I go back, I will start preparing, oh, I missed the word. Well,
That's not to worry. You are doing so well. I'm amazed you were worried about the... Have you studied English a long time?
Well, I studied in a bilingual school when I was little, so that's why I know speak English.
One quick thing. Light side. What do you do to relax?
I just put my hands together, I close my eyes, and I think and I go away into nature.
Much good luck to you. Thank you so much. Miss Venezuela, if you'd step over here for the judges. Miss Venezuela? Thank you. Next is Miss Belgium, Anke van der Meers. She is 19 years of age. She speaks 5 languages, enjoys parasailing and bungee jumping. When you're not jumping off bridges, what do you do?
I study law.
You study law?
Yes, in Antwerp.
Is it difficult?
No, it's not that difficult if you're very interested, and that's what I am, so.
If you get your degree in law, will that be your career or something else?
My big dream is to become movie star, but if I get my degree in law, I'd like to work in the international law, because Belgium is now the center of the European community, and I'd like to work in the government of the European community.
This is probably a silly question. What do you think is more difficult, being a movie star or a lawyer?
I think a lawyer, because I like more to be movie star. And if you like something, it's easier to do.
All right, fair enough. How would you describe yourself in 1 or 2 words?
2 words, determined and confident.
Thank you very much. If you will, please step over here. This is Miss Belgium. And that completes the interview competition for Miss Universe 1992.
They were absolutely great. I know you want to see how the judges scored this competition, so let's check it out for you. Miss Colombia is out in front, followed by Miss Venezuela, very close for 3rd place with Miss Namibia. High scores for the girls. They did very well in the interviews. The contestants have now completed 2/3 of the semifinal competition. Soon you will see the other third as the girls compete in evening gowns. Right now the contestants, while they change into their dance dresses for a fabulous musical number, we thought you'd like to join them in exploring the sights and sounds of Bangkok. Well, the girls love being tourists in Thailand, but there have also been some very special moments of fun and competition during pageant week. The press photographers covering the Miss Universe pageant helped to select Miss Photogenic. These girls are so gorgeous, it's tough work. Hey, somebody's got to do it.
And we will now find out together who they choose. The winner for the 1992 Miss Photogenic Award is Miss Ecuador Soledad Diallo.
The Best National Costume Award was voted on by a distinguished panel of Thai judges.
The 1992 Best National Costume Award goes to Miss Paraguay.
The contestants spend a lot of time working together and getting to know each other. Then they vote among themselves for Miss Congeniality, which is a real honor.
Miss Congeniality Award, which goes to Miss Turks and Caicos.
So watch how she accepts her trophy. That's great. Everybody's favorite moment is the emotional first meeting between the contestants and their Miss Universe little sisters. You'll see the little sisters again during the evening gown competition. They're so adorable. When we come back, the contestants, the reigning Miss Universe, and some exquisite Thai dancers will entertain you with a musical production number. That's all right after this.
Welcome back, live in Bangkok. Earlier you saw our contestants meet their beautiful little sisters for the first time, and now those very special little girls are here to help us set the mood for the evening gown competition. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1992 Miss Universe Evening Gown Competition, beginning with Miss Australia. Miss Sweden. Miss India. Miss Netherlands. Miss New Zealand. Miss USA.
You're doing
Miss Colombia. Miss Namibia. Miss Venezuela. Miss Belgium. That concludes our evening gown competition and our semifinals. Thank you, ladies, very much.
Those little girls really do it for me. Let's turn to the monitor now. We'll show you how the judges scored the evening gown competition tonight. Miss Venezuela, she is really pulling a number. She's out in front, followed closely by Miss India, also competing strongly, and Miss Namibia and Colombia neck and neck there for third and fourth place. Remember, these scores are combined with those from the swimsuit and interview competitions to determine the 6 finalists for Miss Universe 1992. We'll find out who they are right after this. We're back live now from Bangkok, and in a few moments the scores will be tabulated. We'll know who the 6 finalists are. But first, here's the reigning Miss Universe, Mexico's Lupita Jones, with the 2 former Miss Universe title holders from Thailand, to give us a closer look at this beautiful and fascinating country.
Thank you, Lupita, very much. Our very nervous semifinalists have joined us now as we come to a turning point. And if I may please have this very important piece of paper. These are the names of the 6 contestants who will go on as finalists. And ladies, once again, I will read these names in random order. Good luck to all. Our first finalist for Miss Universe 1992 is Miss Netherlands. Next is Miss Belgium. Miss India. Three names remain. Miss Venezuela. Miss Namibia. One finalist remains. It is Miss Colombia. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6 finalists for the title of Miss Universe 1992.
Nervous and excited smiles. They are 6 sensational ladies. Judges are going to have a tough time, Angela, I think, narrowing this group down to just 3.
Yes, and again, the previous scores no longer count, so these 6 finalists start here on equal footing.
During the next round of competition, you will see the individual judges' scores, but not the composite score. We thought we'd pump up the suspense for you a little bit.
Even more.
All right, the judges' questions are coming up, and this is one of the most intense parts of the competition. And for you, because I have to ask you, who do you think will do best?
Well, I have to go with Miss Columbia. She finished first in the interview competition. You just have to love her. She's so sweet and really well on her feet.
Very charming.
And I think Miss India, she's really full of spark. She's funky. I really like her. And Miss Netherlands, what can I say? She's a doll.
Have you heard the crowd? They're really behind Miss India tonight,
too. Yeah, they really are.
All right, our 6 finalists are going to be on the spot with some tough questions, and only 3 can survive.
Welcome back to our live show from Bangkok, where we continue the search for the new Miss Universe with the judges' questions. Now, here's how it works. Each judge's name is in this bowl, and each contestant will draw a name and respond to a question which that judge has prepared. Each contestant has 20 seconds to answer, allowing time for translation if necessary. The judges must now vote for the final 3 contestants. And they'll not only consider the answers to these questions, they'll also be reminded by instant replay pictures of each contestant's appearance earlier, both in the swimsuit and the evening gown competition. Now, the score from the judge who asked the question will be highlighted on your screen. So, judges, if you're ready, we'll start with Miss Netherlands first. If you would please draw a question. All right, let's see. This comes from judge number 1. Kim Alexis. Kim, may we have your question, please?
Could you ever marry someone your parents disapprove of?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I think I would first try to convince my parents that he's really the right guy for me, but they'd have to know him anyway, so I think my mom knows what's good for me and what's not. But if they would totally disagree, which I doubt, I think I'd go ahead and marry him.
Please wait a moment.
Lady with a mind of her own. In 1989, Holland's Angela Visser, of course, won Miss Universe, and their delegate last year was first runner-up. Vivian's got to be feeling that pressure.
Thank you very much. If you'd step back, Miss Belgium, if you'd come forward and pull a question from the bowl. This is from judge number 5, Marion Doherty. Marion, may we have your question, please?
If you were banished from
Marion, let me get a microphone to you. Oh, that one is not on.
If you were banished from your country...
I'm sorry, that's still not on. Marion, hold on.
I'm dead.
I'll shout it out after you say it. Go ahead.
Okay. If you were banished from your country, where would you go to start a new life, and why would you choose that country?
If you're banished from your own country and you had to start a new life, where would you go and what would you do?
I think I'll go to the neighbor country, France. Belgium has 2 parts. It's also a French-speaking part in Belgium, so I'll take to the French-speaking country. I'd like to live then in Paris, because I work now part-time as a model with my law studies. And I'd like to work there then and continue the law studies over there, because France is also a big country, also part of the European community.
Thank you very much. Please wait a moment.
All those years of dreaming and the months of preparation, they all come down to this. In just moments, Anchor will know if she still has a chance to be the new Miss Universe.
Thank you very much. If you'd step back, Miss India, would you come forward, please, and draw a question from the bowl? And let's see what we have here. This is judge number 2, Robin Leach. Robin, may we have your question, please?
If you could go back into the past and change any event in history, which event would you choose and why?
If I could change the past, I would love to go back to the day when late Mrs. Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi was assassinated and she was killed. And I would love to get her back again, because I think she had a very dynamic personality, and not only India but all over the world they appreciated her for what work she did, and I would definitely want her to come back.
Thank you very much. Please wait a moment.
As an athlete, Maidu is used to competition and pressure, but you have to wonder if anything can prepare a young lady for this. Wow.
Join the others, please. Miss Venezuela. You draw a question. We have our translator standing by in case. This is judge number 9, Kun Ying Sasame Sivikorn. May we have your question, please?
If you could know one thing about your future, what would you like to know?
I wouldn't like to know anything about my future because I like to live my day every day as it's the only day I have in life. And I project my life, but I wouldn't like to know what's in the future.
Thank you very much. Please wait here for a moment for the judges.
Could be a crown in her future. Carolina has dreamed of being Miss Universe since she was 4. Could this be the dream that's about to come true? We're about to find out.
Thank you very much. Miss Namibia, if you'd come forward, please. And let me stir this up a little bit. Take one of those. Oh, there's still choices. Here we go. Judge number 8, Estelle Getty. Estelle, may we have your question, please?
If you had the chance to go into space for 2 years, accompanied by one other person, who would you want to take along and why?
Aside from me.
I think I'd like to take my mother along, not because she's a maternal figure for me. She has been the most inspiration in my life in the sense that she has encouraged me to do many, many things. And she gives me emotional support as well as insight into what I want to do in the future for myself as well. She's helped me to prepare my career for the future, which is holistic healing.
Thank you very much. Please wait here a moment.
From that poised composure, you'd never guess that 19-year-old Michelle is one of the youngest contestants here. And if she wins, she'll be the first ever from Namibia to take the crown.
Thank you. If you'd step back, Miss Columbia, if you'd come forward. And we have our translator standing by in case, but I don't think he'll have any trouble. Here we go. This is judge number 4, Luis Enrique. Luis, may we have your question, please?
Would you prefer to live a life full of passion or one of serenity?
A life of passion or serenity?
Well, I guess a life full of serenity, because when you're serene, that's what you said, it's because you're thinking things and you can make passion out of your serenity.
Very good. Thank you so much. If you'll wait here a moment.
Paola said earlier that more than anything in life, she wants to do something big. A win here tonight, that goal becomes reality.
The others now. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes this round of competition for our 6 finalists, and in a few moments we'll name the final 3 contestants, one of whom will not only win the crown, but cash prizes and gifts worth over $250,000. Now here's our reigning Miss Universe, Lupita Jones, to show us what awaits tonight's winner. CoverGirl, the official cosmetics of the Miss Universe pageant, awards tonight's winner $7,500 plus a year's supply of CoverGirl cosmetics. CoverGirl redefines the look of the 90s with a range of products as innovative as they are beautiful. CoverGirl, redefining beautiful. Miss Universe receives $7,500 plus a year's supply of Ogilvy Precisely Right, the home perm you just can't get wrong. Precisely Right by Ogilvy, the official home perm of the Miss Universe pageant for the girl who's precisely right tonight. Fresh, clean, and youthful, it has to be a Sassabee. She receives $5,000 plus the new breed of cosmetic and jewelry organizers from Sassabee. Designed from the inside out. The look is high energy, high tech, and high fashion. It's a Sassabee. Miss Universe receives 2 first-class round-trip tickets to any Thai Airways destination in the world. From Thai Airways International, the official airline of the 1992 Miss Universe pageant. From Catalina, Miss Universe receives $10,000 cash plus a new wardrobe of Catalina's exciting swimwear and sportswear in fresh, attractive designs and colors. Catalina, the official swimwear and sportswear for the 1992 Miss Universe pageant. From Hawaiian Tropic Sun Care Products, Miss Universe receives a 1-week trip to Hawaii for 2. Hawaiian Tropic, world-class sun protection, available in over 85 countries around the world. Aloha from Hawaiian Tropic. She wins a fun-filled Caribbean vacation for 4 from Crown Cruises. Deluxe suites, casino, dancing, live shows every night. plus exotic island tours, all from Crown Cruise Line. From Minolta, Miss Universe received $7,500 cash and the incomparable Maxim 7XI SLR system, the world's most intelligent camera, plus a Minolta master camcorder and the world's only autofocus binoculars, only from the mind of Minolta. To celebrate its 40th anniversary, distinguished as the first Japanese car manufacturer in Thailand, Siam Motors awards this 1992 300ZX sports car by Nissan. From Siam Motors, a member of the Siam Group. Incredible, a matching ring, bracelet, and earring ensemble. 32 carats of diamonds embedded in 18-karat gold, designed especially for Miss Universe by Frank's Jewelry Creations of Thailand, one of the world's finest jewelers. In addition to winning a stunning evening gown collection of exclusively Sherry Hill creations, she tops off her wardrobe with this gorgeous full-length natural black llama mink coat from the internationally famous Flemington Fur Company, Flemington, New Jersey. And finally, an exquisite 18-karat gold ladies Bertolucci watch with 142 diamonds and mother-of-pearl diamonds from Bertolucci, the finest Italian-designed new Swiss classic for the 90s.
A lot of great stuff. Did you see that bracelet?
Well, it's kind of hard to miss, I think.
Major jewelry.
Yeah.
All right, last year at this point in the evening, I asked you to pick the final three. Now, you were right.
Lisa, you had to tell me that right now.
Well, I expect you to keep the winning streak going, Angela. Let's hear it.
Lisa, I really, it's so difficult. I wish I had a calculator somewhere. I don't have space in this dress, so I have to go with my instincts. Miss India, Miss Venezuela, and you know, it's a toss-up between Miss Namibia and Miss Netherlands. I mean, my heart, I just don't know. I say Miss Namibia, but I'm really, you know.
Okay, all right, there you go. All right, those are the picks from someone who's won the crown. What do you think? We will reveal the final three contestants for Miss Universe 1992 right after this.
We've gone from 78 contestants to 10 to 6 extraordinary ladies. And now the judges must choose the final three in our search for the new Miss Universe. I'm getting nervous now. Ladies, I'll read these names in random order. The final three: Miss Namibia, Miss Colombia, and Miss India. Ladies and gentlemen, one of these three will be the new Miss Universe.
Okay, Angela, your credibility is still up there, 2 out of 3.
Thank you,
All right. We're coming to one last round of competition, which is the final question. More than once, Angela and I have seen the person that we might have thought would be the potential winner just lose it here.
Yeah, because sometimes a contestant will just freeze and it's all over.
Yeah, it is easy to choke, and it's a pressure cooker. All right, looks like they're just about ready on the stage. Let's go back down there.
Ladies, take a deep breath now if you're ready. This is the last round of competition. This is the final question. I'll ask each of you the very same question. You'll have 20 seconds in which to respond. And to make sure it's fair, I'd like you, Miss India and Miss Colombia, to go in the soundproof booth over there. We'll play a little bit of music, and you and I will step over here. Same question for everybody. Everybody in there? Okay. If you became leader of your country tomorrow, what is the first thing you would do?
I would speak to the children, tell them that I'm there for them because they are the foundation of our every nation, and I'd like them to know that I'm there for them.
Thank you very much. If you would please step over here and wait a moment. Miss Colombia. Miss Colombia, this is the same question for everyone. If you'll step over here. And the question is, if you became leader of your country tomorrow, what is the first thing you would do?
I guess I would orientate my people to a peaceful way, show them the right way to walk towards a wonderful life that is a life with peace.
Thank you very much. Please step over here. Lastly, Miss India, please. Miss India, we've asked everyone the same question, and you will receive the same question also. If you became leader of your country tomorrow, what is the first thing you would do?
I think the first thing I'll do is I'll open up a biggest, I can say, sports track and field ground in India, because I think we are lacking there, and that's the first thing I'll do.
Very good. Thank you so much. If you'd step over here and join the others. Ladies, you have made life very difficult for the judges. They've got a tough choice to make. They are about to cast the final vote of the evening. Now, as each contestant steps forward, the judges will give her a ranking of 3, 2, or 1 as they vote for her to be the second runner-up, the first runner-up, or the new Miss Universe. And we'll begin with Miss Namibia. Next is Miss Colombia. And now Miss India. Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the competition for Miss Universe 1992.
All right, now's the time to make your predictions. Can you guess which contestant will win the crown for her country? We'll find out right after this.
We come to the final act of our live show from Thailand as we are about to crown the new Miss Universe. This is the moment when we have to say farewell to the young woman from Mexico who's worn the crown for the past year. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time as Miss Universe, here is Lupita Jones.
This year has been full of emotional moments for me. I will never forget the Mexican flags waving during the pageant last year. And I'm proud to be my country's first Miss Universe. I was honored to meet Mexico's President Salinas. Thank you, Mexicali, for my incredible homecoming. I tried to show the human side of the Miss Universe title with public appearances in many countries. Most important to me were the motivational talks to school children and my work with charities such as the Starlight Foundation. I thank God for the opportunity of this experience, and I thank my parents for their love and support. A special thank you to Simone for sharing this year with love and respect. Next year, I welcome everyone to my country for Miss Universe 1993. Te adoro, México, y confío en ti. Hasta siempre. I love and trust you, Mexico, forever.
Muchas gracias, Lupita. Much good luck and success. We'll see you next year for the 1993 Miss Universe pageant in Mexico City. That is 1993. And now, ladies, we won't keep you waiting any longer. We have tabulated the judges' rankings. We're ready to reveal the name of the second and first runner-up and the new Miss Universe. The accounting firm of Ernst & Young have reviewed the results for accuracy. Mr. Mark Ward, if you will give me those results. Thank you very much.